I'm Eduardo Wijon Jr. in your community of San Luis Obispo. This week, the Trump administration decided to eliminate specialized suicide prevention support for LGBTQ+ youth who call the 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. Representatives with Transitions Mental Health Association told me that this resource will impact those seeking assistance.
To connect to support for LGBTQI+ youth and young adults, press 3.
According to Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration, the 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline will no longer silo LGBTQ+ youth services, also known as the Press 3 option. The agency says this change will go into effect on July 17th. But according to the Trevor Project, they began providing crisis services to LGBTQ+ youth through the 988 Lifeline in September 2022, allowing the youth to be connected with counselors trained specifically to assist callers up to age 25.
I think that's pretty concerning to think about a resource that is specifically available for that population being cut, because that just means there's going to be less support for kids who are in need and who are experiencing thoughts of suicide.
I spoke with the Transitions Mental Health Association's Central Coast Hotline Program Manager, Roberto Cueva, who says the loss of this resource will affect LGBTQ+ youth in rural communities.
Because of the elimination of that lifeline now, I would imagine that rural areas are going to see a lot more LGBTQ+ people in crisis without feeling that emotional support, and also just restricts just general access to services like general mental health support as a result.
Both Cueva and Alvarez told me that they want the community to know that there are still resources available.
It's just really a terrible thing, in my opinion, and I fully support anyone who wants to use our hotline locally or also nationally.
Our local Central Coast Hotline is a great resource. I think even just making the effort to check in with our friends, family members, community members.
If you or someone you know is struggling, TIMA recommends contacting the Central Coast Hotline at 800-783-0607. In San Luis Obispo, I'm Eduardo Wijon Jr., KSBY News.